Hey guys, Fidget Contraptions here, and it's been a long time since I've shown you my dirt jumper. So today we're going to take a quick look, and I apologize for not having the editor right now. This is my entire new studio I'm working on behind me here. You can see I've got the John Deere 214, which more videos are going to be coming out soon. And then if I spin around here, we're going to be taking a look at this project behind me here, our dirt jumper build. So what's the delay on this project right now? Well, honestly, the main delay is I have an entire new studio I'm working on, and I just simply have not had time to work on this. Also, I'm lost a little bit on direction, but there are a few things I have figured out about this build, and I'm going to go over them right now. The first thing on this build, which is the chain. So I forget how many, I'm shooting this on the fly, but a couple of steps before this, I put this smaller chain ring on here. Now, this is a fantastic thing if you're riding it for trials. Now, the problem I realized is around town, if I just want to get on this bike and go somewhere, this smaller chain ring is not working at all. It's not like a BMX bike where you get on it and you pedal and you can actually get to the skate park and then go. No, this takes like many, many revolutions to get you where you're going. And it's just, time to get there, your legs are sore and you don't even want to ride. So that chain gear right here is coming off, and I'm going to be going back to either the same one I had on it before, or I'm going to be going to somewhere right in between the two. Next up, the handlebars. I got a comment from a subscriber asking me, why don't I put the old bars on? Well, there are two main reasons I'm not putting the old bars on, even though I absolutely love the look of those bars. Number one is those bars are crooked. It's hard to tell in the footage, but when I went over the handlebars, I actually bent those, and there's a significant, probably a 3-inch bend in the bars, and despite myself trying to straighten them, I have failed multiple times, so it's just not going to happen. There's no way to straighten those bars, so I can't put those back on. The other reason is because if we take a close look here, I had to put a different front on. When the bars came off on me last time, they came off right here, and that was because I had the wrong size handlebar grip on. It was actually a 4 like BMX bike grip. So you had on the head here, you had 4 bolts that went in, and that allowed me to bolt that particular model handlebar on because it's got a little top section. So I was able to put that on, then I just put the other part of the handlebar clamp on, tighten it down, and it was good to go. Now, I can't do that with this type of clamp on the bike because it has to slide through, and I can't do that with the old set of handlebars. And I can't put the other clamp on because it's the wrong type and it'll fall off on me again. So I'm kind of in a bind there. I'm looking for a new headset for the bike, and hopefully if I can get one, I'll be able to put some type of motorcycle handlebars on, which is the current plan. I want to get some dirt bike handlebars on this. That's what I originally had on this bike. They're much more comfortable. They get the height up a little bit more to about this level, which makes it great for riding, great for control around corners, and just eliminates a whole lot of problems on this build. So then I forget how many comments, probably at least 2 or 3 across the videos, where guys have been saying, why don't you go with the threadless headset? And let me show you quickly, for those of you who don't know what a threadless headset is, I have one here on my Mongoose XR200, and what it is it basically means there are no threads coming out of the top of this. It simply goes on, a couple of Allen keys tighten it down. And I actually tried to put this headset on that bike down there. The problem is, in order to do that, I have to put a different shock on the bicycle itself. So I have to put the entire front fork on. And when I try to do that with a couple of different forks, it simply doesn't slide in. That's because this fork, if you'll notice, has one size down here on the bottom of bearings and a bigger bearing size up on top. Now when I go and I take that bearing off and I try to put it on here so I can get the threadless headset, the bearing sizes are completely wrong. They will not align, and thus I can't get that threadless headset onto the bicycle currently, which means I either have to go with an entirely new frame or I have to buy a different set of shock absorbers that would be able to work with the threadless headset. Now, it's definitely something I want to look into in the future, but currently I don't have the money to, unfortunately, put into this project to get that threadless headset on here. So we're going to be stuck for the time being with the current headset. although I am going to look into the handlebars and see if I can get a better handlebar setup on. Disc brakes is also something I'm trying to find. The current problem up front is I do not have mounts for disc brakes on the front of the bike. I also don't have them on the rear. Now there is a conversion kit available for us. It's around $80. The problem is I don't have money for the forks. I don't have money for the conversion kit. So I'm really in a bind here. I'm putting together an awesome studio for you guys coming up in the future, but in order to do that, right now I'm a little short on cash. So hang with me. This build is going to get upgraded. And then there's another issue which is even more pressing than everything else I've stated, and that is of tires. So if you look at this tire is actually flat. That's because I tried bouncing around with it on the skate park. Now, I realized that these tires are kind of dry rotting on me. So if you look at the tire itself on this front one, you can sort of see in between there the dry rot starting right here. So these are not a good set of tires to be using on this bike. So I have to buy new tires, and I'm going to be doing a little shopping around. It is spring, so I'm going to buy new tires, then I'll replace these tires, and when I do that, at that time I'll film a video of all the different things I'm upgrading on. I'll change the gear back, I'll put the new tires on. Hopefully by that point I'll have found a set of handlebars. But I just wanted to film a video, get you guys up to date on what's going on, and let you know where I'm at with this project, and I haven't forgotten about it. So be sure to subscribe. There will be more videos coming out on this. I have found a new place that allows me to ride bikes on the ramps of a skate park, so I can get some practice in. I'm still a new rider, obviously, at this trials slash BMX slash dirt jumper style of riding. So it'll be an adventure. I'm looking forward to it, and as always, I'm hoping you guys are too. So be sure to subscribe, and to all of you out there, have a fantastic day, and stay tuned for more crazy builds. It's going to be a fun summer. Bye.